spirits and the activities of those places. So we're going to prove that in the scriptures, and we're also going to prove that we are in the last days, and everything that's coming to pass shortly.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?
That's right, the end of the world. What are the signs coming? What are the signs? What's it going to be like in those days? They wanted to know. It's important information. You would want to know the surrounding information on when the Lord's coming back, so you can be right in the spirit. No man knows the day, but he gave you clues. He gave you wise words to know that when these things come to pass, that you should be looking for salvation.
And that's why the scriptures tell us to be circumspect. To be circumspect is to look around, to see what's going on. Alright, and that's exactly what as the brother's going into, and also 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, it says measure the time diligently in itself. So that's being circumspect, knowing what's going on in the news, seeing the things that the scriptures talk about. It says, and that's how you know we're getting closer and closer to this thing. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 4. It says, And YAHAWASHI answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am HaMashiach, and shall deceive many.
Right, and you got that these days. You got people coming and saying that they're the Comforter. You got people saying that they're the Holy Spirit, Korean Jesus and whatnot. Right, you got people deceiving like they the real deal out here, man.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
That's going big right now. You got Syria. You got the confrontation with them in Turkey. The confrontation within Syria itself. Pretty much the Third World War. Everybody right there on that battlefront. You got the conflict with America and Russia, America and China, America and Iran.
America is starting to be back into that corner, man. Here it is, they say we about to get out of Syria. Then they take over, the oil fields, and Russia told them to get out of Syria. Now they send in troops and more troops and tanks over there. So it's just a matter of time, before it gets even more heated. All right? And that's where we at. It can happen like if they're sending tanks over there and Russia's there and the wrong thing happened, that's gonna pop it off right there. It ain't gonna be like this apology, oh my bad. They ain't gonna believe that because that heat is tension up, man. I mean that tension heat, yeah, exactly. That bad blood is brewing, man. And that's part of the signs of the end times, man. People, that been going on, blah, blah, this. Okay, you keep staying in that mindset. You're one of the ones that's not watching. Like it says in Thessalonians, we are not of the night. All right, because the Lord, he's showing us the signs. But the signs is only meant for the elect, man. So they can take that admonition. So they can sit there and do what they got to do to stay prepared, man. Here it is, you got Halloween right around the corner. No, motherfuckers just worried about Halloween parties. It's a whole war, it's pre-war over there.
It says, And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
They say it must come to pass. These things have to happen. We have to go through these things in order to get to salvation. It's not going to be just the yellow brick road to Oz, and then we get salvation. You got to go through something, man. That never came to you just all good, all good, all good. In order to achieve something great, you got to put in hard work. You got to put in time. You got to go through something, man. You got to get broken down and get built back up. And that's how we as a nation are. We were broken down and we're getting built back up. But in that process, we got to go through that fire.
I got a precept. Romans chapter 5 verse 1 says, therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with the Most High through our Lord YAHAWASHI, by whom also we have access by faith into His grace, into this grace wherein we stand, and rejoice in the hope of the glory of the Most High Yahweh. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope.
That's right, we glory in those tribulations, man. Those battle scars. And that's what's gonna get us over the top. That's how we're gonna get to the promised land, man.
And the affliction goes back to being tested. So you glory in tribulation because that tribulation is test to check and gauge yourself to see where you're at. All right. So when you're going through these afflictions, you know, which are also tests, you're being gauged to see how you react to certain situations, man. Will you fold, or how is your reaction to this situation under pressure? You know, and if you react badly, then you know, okay, I need to pick it up over here. All right. If you react wisely, it gives you confidence to say, okay. But once you go through it, it gives you patience. You know, if you sit there and you don't got any funds or something like that, and you kind of getting weary in the spirit, and you pray to the Most High, and the Most High delivers you out of that situation, the next time you go through it, through that affliction, it gives you patience to say, well, you know, the Most High delivered me the last time, so, you know, I trust in Him again. You have more confidence, you know.
Back in the book of Matthew 24 and verse 7, it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
That's right, nation against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. All right, we got nations of people going against another type of people. That's a race war. You have actual governments against another government. All that's going to be involved in these end times. It's all written in the scriptures, and it's all being played out in front of us. You see the tension that the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans have towards the so-called white man. You see all the laws that's being passed, all the people that's being shot down, all the police brutality. They ain't going to stand for that for too much longer.
It says, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
There should be famines and earthquakes.
It says there should be famines.
Famines, okay? That's a lack of bread, a lack of water, okay? Lack of resources. Because when this thing pops off, the stores aren't going to be plentiful. We're in a time right now where you can just go to the store, you can go to a restaurant, and you can get something to eat. It's never been like that historically. Everybody never had that much access to food. You had to forage, or you had to hunt, and you get it how you live like that way. But in these times, the people are at rest because they know all they got to do is go to work Monday through Friday. They'll get their check, and they can go to the store and fill up. But what happens when you don't have that access? That's when chaos breaks out. That's when everything else comes into play. Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna say, look what happened when the meteorologists say it's a bad storm coming. What do people do? They go to the store and stock up. You know what I'm saying? That's just off of a storm, let alone things haven't been scarce. All right, let alone we got fucking martial law and all of that shit. Got curfews and all of that is gonna be too much, man, for people to bear. But like the brother had brought out, with that experience of being tested, that's why the Lord be putting us in certain situations. All right, not saying that other people aren't in those situations, but we're learning from those situations. They just like, oh, I got lucky. We like the Lord got
it. It's because if you're being wicked and affliction happen to you, then you don't have like a bright side to it because you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different between being afflicted for righteousness' sake than being afflicted for wickedness, because you don't really have a hope after that. It's like you got it balanced out. But when you're being afflicted for righteousness' sake, then and you trust in the Lord and He delivers you, then you, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying, gives you hope. Okay? Yeah, I got a piece of it. Let me get this report. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, and travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, as we were saying earlier, you know, that affliction, right? That the day shall overtake you as a thief. You know, because we're not in darkness, so we're gonna be aware compared to them. But that day is that peace and safety. And the brother's talking about a famine because everything is readily available. But then when there's a natural disaster, but in reality, you got GMO products, you got seedless products, so the ability for an average citizen to take and grow food in their backyard is not as plentiful as it used to be, man. So once they stop delivering food, or even if you got food, you can't go and grow some watermelon or grow cucumbers because it's GMO based and it won't grow. So it's like you have to rely on the government, and if the government holds back their bread, then a lot more people's going to be in trouble than it would if all the foods were natural. Okay.
They also passed that law that you can't grow the garden. So.
Yeah, it's like a certain amount that you can't grow. You know what I'm saying? Because they grow gardens. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. You can't go to the store and go get a watermelon and scoop out the seeds and eat the watermelon and grow some more watermelon. You can't do that with the cucumbers and all that like that, man. And then you got the polluted water. You know what I'm saying? You got the so-called global warming where they're draining the world's minerals and destroying the earth that the food doesn't grow how it's supposed to, man. The seasons are out of whack, you know? Got people that don't even know how to cultivate and grow plants.
It's a lost art.
Back in Matthew 24, in verse 7, it says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences.
Okay, we got a lot of dead bodies around. That's where you get disease. I got a friend that he's from the Bahamas, and he was telling me about how when the hurricane hit, there's still that place is still laid flat. There's still thousands of missing dead bodies down there, and the disease is going to start picking up and running rapid because of all that water, and because of the dead bodies. Disease comes from that. There's nothing to sanitize it. It's going to just decay, and that's what's going to happen to the dead body food. So when there's no sanitation, that's just like I can't remember whether it was New York or California, but they were on the strike even back in the day. They were on the strike, and the sanitation workers, that is. So it was nothing but garbage out in the street. And when that garbage was piled up in the street, that's when disease started coming out. You know, and then you got the CDC who control diseases that are putting all these new viruses out. They're putting all these different bacteria out. People getting the flu shot, getting sick immediately.
It says, and there should be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Right, and you got all these physiological events happening around the world. All these different earthquakes, tsunamis, using the heart machine. All these are prevalent right now. That's how you know that we are in the last days.
the main thing that's spiking right now is the uproars of the people in diverse places. You got, the brothers are showing how many riots are going on. You got like 14 major riots and like way more than that going on across the globe. From the yellow vests to Japan, to the civil unrest in Babylon, women's liberation and women's rights, Me Too movement. It's just civil unrest back to back. You know what I'm saying? And it's because everybody. The spirit is being riled up with everybody, man. And that shows that you can't. Like the Lord said, who has resisted his will. You know what I'm saying? Esau trying to create these situations to get the people to react a certain way to go and fulfill his plans. But then Esau thinks he can outsmart the Most High. You can't outsmart. It's like you got a computer and you hook all the computers up to do a certain thing. But the Most High can go inside the computer and flip it. So when you press that button, something else happens. You know what I'm saying? So when you go out here going to war to get money and to take resources from people, now the people are reacting differently than they would. You got soldiers that don't want to fight like that, this and that, and it's a cause and effect, man. And it's like the people are reacting differently. The people are tired, all right? You can't control the spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can keep doing this, and people going to Isaiah, was it chapter 51, when the skirt is lifted up. Or is it 57 or 51? It says that they're laying at the dust. That skirt is 47. Yeah, this skirt is being lifted up. What does that mean? Esau's ways are being revealed and the people are getting tired of it, man. From the money system, that's another famine that's going to hit. It's not only going to be resources, but it's going to be the financial system. You know what I'm saying? That's why the food is increasing. The scriptures say that there's another one when it says, I believe in the second Ezra, when it says victuals shall be so good cheap. Let's get that real quick. That they think they'll be in good case. You know what I'm saying?
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and verse 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Yeah, people are relaxed because things are readily available, man. But in reality, it's not. You got McDonald's, but McDonald's it's not food, man. A lot of this shit is in food. And you're eating it, and you eat shit and you're still hungry, man, because you're not getting the proper minerals. The things that you're getting is really holding you off. It's putting a Band-Aid on an infected wound, man.
And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
So at the end of the day, you can't stop the process of YAHAWASHI. I don't care how readily available things are, man. To you, in all reality, it's going to be sword, famine, and great confusion. And I can't even say it's going to be. It's processing into that, man. We're watching it on the news. We're seeing about the RFID chip, which is a mark of the beast, being publicized, saying, well, if y'all want to find out what lineage you are, you need to get this chip so you can your heritage will be in your chip. These things are coming to pass now, man. And the Most High is a big advocate of saying, I told you so. He's a huge person about, and that's why he says, and then you shall know that I am the Lord. That's basically, I told you. And people don't understand that when you get into that I told you so spirit, man. All you heathens out here talking about the Most High don't exist, that we're gods, and Jake get into that agnostic black atheism and Egyptology bullshit. At the end of the day, the Lord will show the world that He is the Most High, man. And it's via through these plagues. All these fucking theories and you just, what the scripture say, you become so wise that you became fools. You know what I'm saying? All these theories you come up with, and you can't predict nothing, man. All that science, and you don't got no book, you don't got no prophetic books. In 2020, this will happen. It'll never happen. Man, what's within flying cars, according to science. At this point, you know, they don't predictably predict things properly. With the scriptures, as primitive as this modern world try to project the Bible to be, everything that it says is coming to pass, man.
By way of them trying to stop it partially too.
Let's get that real quick in Acts, and I'll get it back to y'all, brothers. I believe it was the second chapter, or the first chapter. It says, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, you know?
Romans, that's what Romans 1 and 21. Because that when they knew the Most High, they glorify Him not as the Most High. Neither were they thankful, but became vain in their imagination.
Yeah, so when they knew the Most High, they didn't respect Him as the Most High. They believed that they got control, and thinking that, you know, as long as I pray for things that are out of my control, that I'm good. No, you're supposed to praise and thank Him consistently. The scriptures tell you to meditate upon the Lord day and night, pray without ceasing. Okay? Go ahead.
And their foolish heart was darkened.
In their foolish heart, your heart is your mind. So the darkness represents to not have knowledge, because what is the light? The light is the truth. It's the way of the Most High. So your mind was darkened. You don't know no scriptures. You don't understand light. You know?
Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools.
Yeah, man wrote the Bible. Or you believe somebody that's going to come from the sky and crack the clouds. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't see a thing doesn't mean it doesn't exist. That's proving. You know what I'm saying? Like anything in science that was so-called discovered didn't exist before it was discovered, man. Or I can't say it didn't exist. You didn't know about it. Like fucking air and hydrogen and all that, man. Just to get hydrogen, you gotta put water, a rod of positivity and the negativity, and do all this, but to pull an element out of another element to have it to exist. Like nobody knew about that, man. You know, to someone so-called discovered it, and then it existed, man. You know?
Yeah, for you to say that everything is made out of atoms, and then for you to say that everything is made out of atoms, and you figure out what this atom is and all the bonds and what it makes up, there has to be a higher power. There has to be somebody that created that, and the process of combining certain elements to make different elements.
Yeah,
it don't make sense.
Speaking of atoms, when he said that, it automatically brought the process of evolution to mind. That they said we come from monkeys and shit. And there's no more people that are developing into humans from monkeys. For all the years we've been here. You know what I'm saying? We've been here for a very long time. There hasn't been a new race of people that develop from monkeys. Monkeys are still here. Why is that process of evolution stopped all of a sudden? But scientists will tell you this with all confidence. And it's just some fucking crackers that think they're smart and think they figured out because we're just so genetically close to monkeys. They just took a wild guess, man. You know what I'm saying? And you look at a monkey, you look at a human, like that kind of makes sense. You know? There's no fucking proof on that. It's not a fact. It's a theory. It's an educated guess. We kind of look like monkeys. I think we came from them. Let me teach some monkeys to do human shit, and say if they can do it, that kind of makes it even closer of a reason. You know what I'm saying?
It says, and change the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like to corruptible men, and to the...
Yeah, basically saying that the Lord will accept you if no matter how you come, for the benefit of yourself. The Lord has rules, and the rules apply, the rules stick. The Lord ain't gonna let you sit here and destroy somebody for your own personal gain and then say it'll manifest destiny. The Lord ain't gonna sit there and let you pray over pork and say, oh yeah, that's through the Spirit of the Lord. The Lord loves me because I love him so much. No, it's rules. He's not corrupted like by us. Like we got children and your children can't do no wrong. And you know what I'm saying, you wink at their folly. The Lord don't wink at our folly, man. Okay?
Like to corruptible man and to birds and to four-footed beasts and creeping things, wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, and dishonored their own bodies between themselves.
Yep. So basically they start getting freaky and shit, and wanted to be lesbians and homosexuals and metrosexuals and transgenders and pedosexuals and shit like that because they figure that they're God. That's what modern day niggas think. I am God. Like I watched this post that says, I am God, and it said, and the scripture says, ye are gods. No, you are a God. You're not God himself. You're not that power. You know what I'm saying? You are a God. But niggas are so self-centered that you'll call yourself a God, but you can't stop yourself from getting sick, man. You're going to run into the doctor to get a shot. Like my impression of a God is somebody that controls life and death, man. You know? That controls everything. I should be able to walk in a den of lions and nothing happened to me because I'm a God. You know? Especially from the imagination of Esau, in the imagination of the world of how gods are. You know, you go to Titans and then you go to fucking superhero movies and fucking Avengers and shit, like Captain America and shit. Ain't nobody walking around like that, man. Ain't nobody busting ass like that, man. With or without whatever reason why they became superheroes. Your ass can't even, you gotta go and get an education from somebody else talking about you a God. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're forms of, it's basically we're rulers, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gods. I said that we're gods is the same, we're rulers. We're messengers of the Most High, man. Going back to like women thinking that they're gods and you need a man to ejaculate into you. Like the Most High, YAHAWASHI, didn't need nobody to create this existence, man. You don't need no advice. Mathematics and science and all that. Y'all figuring out what he created. You haven't even tapped into the depths of his creation. Because you can't just willy-nilly go out of space. You know what I'm saying? When I'm talking about willy-nilly, I'm talking about you just jump up and you blast out of space. Physically, by yourself. You ain't no God if you can't do that. No, not the God that you're challenging. You know what I'm saying? Like he created outer space. That thing, out of anything of this, nothing has a hold on you, man. He's everlasting.
Like the brother just mentioned, the depths of the sea. Here it is. A power gave you a challenge. All right, if you can search out the depths of the sea, you know what I'm saying? Search out the heavens. If you can destroy the firmaments and the lights up in the heavens, then I'll do away with these people. You tried all of that and failed.
They were kind of successful, but you know, because the Lord said, bring back yesterday. You know what I'm saying? They're able to do that via through cameras and stuff like that, right? But you can't count the sands of the sea.
Yeah.
You know that. Hey, we ain't talking about the sand of the beach. We're talking about the sand of the sea, man. You know?
Yeah, because that goes into the water. Like.
First you gotta get to the bottom. You can't do that. You know, but the Lord is basically saying that the knowledge that I have is far past your knowledge. It's just that the world thinking that they're knowledgeable. They think that they know something. Like fucking vape pens. Oh, it's not smoking and we're smoking and you can get high with the CBD or not motherfuckers get fucking liquid in their livers and shit. Or in their lungs from fucking ingesting all that. You know, they get bubbles in their lungs from breathing in liquid. You know what I'm saying? Because they're so smart they created this non-smoking device. They create vehicles. Oh, this car can get us from here to there in such amount of seconds. I gotta be a god. Now the fucking ozone layer is all fucked up. When the Lord created things, it was perfect, man. You know what I'm saying? Precipitation with the rain and with the dirt growing in the summer and winter and spring and the fall, it's in its perfection, man.
So like smoke turns into condensation, turns into liquid. So like you said, that shit just
all that knowledge you got, you didn't, now you know, and then it's like, oh, stop doing that, you're killing yourself. The Lord ain't never created a law, then he said, oh shit, you're killing yourself, my bad, let me fix this law. Through much knowledge, he created us, man. But Esau make a fucking Tesla and question him.
Not by hypothesis.
You know, he make a fucking AR-15 and he question the Most High's existence. You know.
Can you imagine my brother?
And I've been saying it, and Jake follows suit.
Yeah.
You know, they learned the way of the heathen, man. The Lord told you not to do that, man. Through much knowledge, don't fuck with these people, man. When I say don't fuck with them, it's like don't adhere to their ways, man.
He even told you that this place is polluted. It will utterly destroy you, man. It's not just the diseases, you know what I'm saying? It's not just that or the food or this. It's the mindset as well.
But yeah, way of thinking. Look where everybody come together in the Tower of Babel. Niggas they thought they were guys and started trying to build a tower up to the Most High, man. Like that's the first thing you do is try to challenge the Most High. I get competitive, but goddamn, you're supposed to know your place at some type of point, man.
Like you don't even know what's up there. Like you, what could happen? You feel
How
like
to get up there getting lightheaded as a motherfucker. You know?
yeah, wasn't no astronauts.
Yeah, there's nothing. Your ass out here with a toga on. 2,000 feet in the air, dizzy as the fuck. Wonder why nigga, when he was downhill, getting like 80 bricks an hour. Now this nigga,
One brick a day.
come back dizzy. You know, like,
Oh
these
shit.
people is crazy, man. That's why the Lord said if he don't destroy them, then they'll destroy the very elect, man. Because they're not gonna stop, man. They want to shoot the sun to cool it down.
There ain't gonna be no photosynthesis.
You never been to the sun. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if this thing has a power. You don't know it's a vape pen. You know what I'm saying? You fucking with vape pens, you want to shoot the sun, and you just figuring out the vape pens is fucking good. And you want to shoot something that you can't reverse. You can't. What you gonna do to warm it back up? You know what I'm saying? Like you look like, oh shit, you know, like the world is fucked right now. We need to warm it back up. What the fuck are you gonna do?
It's not like the microwave broke and you can throw it in the oven. Like
Yeah,
that's all.
or send it to the shop. There's no shop for the sun. You know what I'm saying? But you want to shoot it.
Man, that's crazy.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9, and verse 14. It says, for the thoughts of mortal men are miserable, and our devices are but uncertain.
Yeah, it's uncertain.